The ride was awesome. The bike handled so nicely. And yeah, just being on the road again, riding, and then being in this amazing part of the world. So yeah, I don't know what else to say.
What does it take for a solo female motorcyclist to ride thousands of kilometers across the globe, defying nature and expectations? Noraly, known as Itchy Boots, has conquered deserts, jungles, and mountain passes. But her journey is more than thrilling rides. It's a testament to resilience, facing challenges and battles few see. It's about breaking stereotypes in a world that often questions a woman's place on the road. This is the untold story of solo female motorcycle travel, told by someone who's lived it firsthand. The call to adventure. For Noraly Schoenmaker, the call to adventure wasn't a passing whim. It was a profound urge that eventually reshaped her entire life. Born and raised in the Netherlands, Noraly grew up surrounded by stories of exploration, which planted a deep sense of wanderlust from a young age. Despite this adventurous spirit, she initially followed a more conventional path, pursuing a degree in geochemistry and landing a stable job as a geologist. Her work took her to remote places like Africa and Australia, exposing her to the wider world, but also fueling a desire for something more personal and free. That desire grew stronger over time. She began to feel confined by the structure of a traditional career, yearning for a life where she could explore on her own terms rather than being dictated by work assignments. In 2018, Noraly made a bold and life-changing decision. She left her secure job, sold most of her belongings, and set out to see the world. This moment marked the beginning of a journey that would blend her passion for travel with a daring spirit of independence. Her first major attempt at travel saw her backpacking across Asia and the Middle East, places rich with culture but challenging for solo female travelers. Although fulfilling, Noraly soon realized that backpacking limited her freedom and flexibility. She craved a way to explore at her own pace, to go further and deeper without depending on fixed routes or schedules. This craving birthed the idea of motorcycling, a marriage of mobility and adventure perfectly suited to her restless nature. The motorcycle selection process became life-changing, teaching her key values that shaped her approach to authentic travel experiences. Noraly acquired her initial motorcycle in India by purchasing a Royal Enfield Himalayan, which she named Basanti. She began her first journey to Malaysia after India because the trip required her to learn through various difficulties that appeared during the ride. The challenging situations that she encountered made her more determined to pursue this exceptional way of traveling. The exciting experience of riding a motorcycle led to an intricate transformation of her inner self. Noraly needed to face her deepest concerns together with the unpredictable aspects of life because the experience required her to demonstrate skills beyond motorcycle riding. Her journey for landscapes became a process that led her to discover her true self. Society at that time considered the motorcycle to be a symbol of freedom, which enabled her to break away from established social standards and her personal restrictions. The opening phase of a new chapter brought all the difficulties that Noraly had to handle. Noraly needed to develop multiple skills because she had to work as her own director, editor, and storyteller to create videos that showed her adventures to the public. Her audience started with a small group, but her genuine personality and beautiful visuals helped her create a dedicated fan base. The initial work established the foundation that would lead to a larger project which attracted people to her because of her boldness and honest nature. The complete account of Noraly's obstacles as a solo female driver remains to be told, but her first actions demonstrated that pursuing your deepest passions requires you to take risks. No journey remains isolated, and the seeds planted in those early rides would soon blossom into something larger than Noraly ever imagined. Building Itchy Boots. Creating the Itchy Boots channel was not just about documenting travels, but about forging a new identity as a storyteller and adventurer. Noraly's genuine approach connected with viewers in a way that went beyond pretty landscapes or exotic locations. Her willingness to show vulnerability, frustrations, and small victories gave her audience a rare, authentic window into the realities of long-term solo motorcycle travel. Starting from scratch, Noraly took on every role herself: rider, videographer, editor, and promoter. Often working into the early hours, she poured passion and precision into her craft, balancing the demands of travel with the labor of content creation. Her commitment gradually attracted a dedicated fan base who appreciated not just the adventure, but the honest, unfiltered portrayal of what it means to live on the road. The name Itchy Boots perfectly captured Noraly's restless energy and constant desire to push further. The channel established itself as a brand that people used to identify their dedication to research and exploration activities, which is recognized throughout the world. Her channel overcame the typical hurdles of niche content creation to grow, helped by stunning cinematography and compelling storytelling that gave viewers a sense of riding alongside her. The educational content of Itchy Boots developed over time because Noraly showed her mechanical expertise to teach her audience motorcycle maintenance and repair skills. The practical skills she provided to the community brought her closer to the motorcycling community while establishing her as a mentor who could support others in their travels. Her stories became more relatable when she shared her struggles with weather conditions, tire problems, and her difficulties with understanding different cultures. The audience saw her as a fearless rider who fought against her internal doubts and her real-life difficulties. The videos achieved this effect because they demonstrated her strength and her vulnerability, which enabled viewers to connect with her content while empowering women who wanted to travel alone in places where men dominated the space. The growing subscriber base of Noraly created new expectations that she needed to fulfill while she attempted to maintain her independent personality. She decided to use YouTube earnings and product sales as her primary funding sources for her adventures, instead of following the common creator path of relying on brand partnerships. She used her financial independence to maintain her artistic vision, which allowed her to create content that reflected her authentic self. The process of creating Itchy Boots involved more than just building an audience base, because it served as her path to achieving self-sufficiency and finding her life purpose. The story she told through her edits demonstrated that adventures require both physical travel and the development of personal character. The channel developed into a dynamic community that motivated members to leave their safe spaces and discover new things through determined curiosity. Noraly established her platform to confront bigger challenges, which would test both her motorcycle capabilities and her personal strength limits. Her future routes would test not only her skills, but also her ability to face the unexpected dangers and biases hidden beneath the glamour of travel. Epic journeys and challenges. Noraly's adventures span over 60 countries across 6 continents, with routes that traverse some of the world's most demanding and remote terrain. One of her most iconic journeys stretched from Patagonia all the way to Alaska, covering more than 35,000 kilometers. This odyssey took her through scorching deserts, towering mountain passes, and dense, humid jungles, each environment posing a unique set of physical and logistical hurdles. Endurance became not just a matter of riding skill, but of mental fortitude. Long days on challenging roads required persistent focus and careful resource management. Noraly's journey wasn't simply about moving from point A to B. It was about adapting to unexpected obstacles like bike breakdowns, weather extremes, and unpredictable border crossings. These experiences deepened her understanding of resilience and self-sufficiency. More than just a survival story, her rides offered intimate encounters with the kindness of strangers and moments of cultural immersion. Whether sipping tea in a remote village or sharing stories beside a campfire, Noraly's travels highlight the human connections that soften even the hardest roads. These interactions often contrasted starkly with the physical hardships, reminding her, and her viewers, that adventure is as much about people as places. Her videos showcase breathtaking cinematography that captures dramatic sunrises, sweeping landscapes, and close-up personal reflections. The use of drone footage creates a cinematic experience that displays remote locations that most travelers have never seen. Noraly shares her genuine story through her visual content, which shows her fears and hopes and her moments of vulnerability. Noraly faces dangerous road conditions, which become worse during extreme weather events. She faces constant challenges because her motorcycle and her mental state must handle both slippery mudslides and freezing winds, which occur at high altitudes. The process of handling these obstacles becomes more difficult because every choice she makes, which includes deciding when to take breaks and choosing how to oil her motorcycle chain, will result in major consequences. The physical challenges become more difficult because of the cultural and social challenges that accompany female travelers who journey alone. The process of exploring countries that hold different views about female independence requires both tactical awareness and ongoing monitoring of surroundings. The differences between the two groups sometimes result in misunderstandings, which lead to suspicion, thus creating extra stress during moments of physical separation. The large-scale and extreme difficulty of Noraly's expeditions prove that solo female travelers can travel alone to remote locations. Each new destination proves critics wrong who doubt a woman can handle such extreme environments. Her journey serves as a powerful demonstration that boundaries do not exist because strength and courage function beyond gender restrictions. Every road trip transforms into an adventure that teaches you about endurance and flexibility, while showing you how freedom brings both great rewards and unexpected expenses. The path to independence is rarely smooth, but through her experiences, the true essence of exploration begins to reveal itself, where every challenge met ignites a renewed passion to keep moving forward. Facing gender bias and harassment, traveling solo as a woman on a motorcycle brings challenges that go far beyond rough roads and unpredictable weather. Noraly faces an ongoing battle against societal skepticism and outright bias that question her place on the road. Many find it difficult to accept a woman excelling in what is traditionally a male-dominated world, and this often manifests as condescending remarks or unfounded doubts about her skills. The harassment she encounters isn't limited to casual criticism, it sometimes crosses into deeply personal territory. As a public figure, Noraly experiences persistent invasions of privacy that blur the line between admiration and entitlement. Viewers occasionally feel entitled to comment on her appearance, private life, or decisions in ways that would rarely be aimed at a male adventurer. This kind of scrutiny adds an exhausting emotional burden on top of the physical demands of solo travel. In some regions, the challenges intensify due to cultural norms and traditional views about women's roles. Noraly has been criticized for riding solo in places deemed too dangerous or inappropriate for female travelers, as if her gender automatically disqualifies her from taking risks. These judgments often ignore the careful preparation and respect she brings to every journey, reducing her bold choices to reckless behavior in the eyes of detractors. Some have accused Noraly of glamorizing travel or glossing over the raw realities she encounters, a claim that misses the honesty woven into her storytelling. Her videos do not shy away from hardships or moments of vulnerability. Instead, they paint a full picture, balancing awe-inspiring scenes with flat tires, mechanical failures, and moments of uncertainty. This transparency only fuels the admiration of her loyal community. The vocal minority of detractors might be loud, but Noraly refuses to be shaken. She does not participate in online conflicts because her actions deliver stronger messages than any words she might use. Her achievements in crossing borders and ascending mountain passes serve as silent evidence of her abilities, which she uses to counter her doubters. Her current travels prove that women can ride and fix things and investigate the world with the same self-assurance as all other people. Her determination to persevere through difficulties develops her identity as a traveler who creates new paths for future explorers. Her behavior challenges societal norms, which confine women to specific roles while creating new paths for women who aspire to follow her path. These moments of confrontation become opportunities to spark conversations about gender, freedom, and capability in adventure travel. Noraly maintains her dedication to her work because she chooses to devote his time to exploring natural beauty and sharing his personal experiences. Through this approach, she transforms negative situations into motivation, which drives her to achieve even more. Her journey involves more than traveling to different locations because she aims to break through existing societal constraints. The dangerous conditions she must navigate demonstrate that female motorcycle travelers who travel alone can experience great benefits but need to possess hidden courage, which most people do not recognize. real freedom carries complexities that only those brave enough to venture forth fully understand. Self-reliance and skill. Behind the images of stunning landscapes and epic road trips lies a fierce commitment to self-reliance that defines Noraly's journey. She is far more than a rider. She is an accomplished mechanic who has learned to diagnose and fix many mechanical problems on the road. This skill set not only keeps her moving through remote areas where help may be days away, but also builds a profound sense of confidence and independence. Noraly's videos often showcase her hands-on approach to motorcycle maintenance, giving viewers practical insights into tyre changes, chain repairs, and engine troubleshooting. This technical transparency adds an educational dimension that resonates with aspiring riders looking to tackle their own adventures. Watching her work through problems demystifies a crucial part of long-distance motorcycling that is often invisible to casual observers. Relying on her own resources has a deeper emotional impact as well. Knowing she can address setbacks herself shifts the experience from vulnerability into empowerment. Every repair is a reminder that freedom on the open road comes with responsibility and preparation. This mindset arms her against both physical and psychological uncertainty. Her mechanical abilities enable her to adapt to various situations beyond her current range of skills. Noraly demonstrates her ability to handle unexpected situations through her capacity to adjust to different terrains and weather conditions while dealing with unforeseen obstacles. She uses her practical skills and cognitive adaptability to navigate through both Kyrgyzstan's muddy trails and Bolivia's snowy mountain passes. Noraly finds solo motorcycle travel appealing because it grants her complete control over her journey. The adventure becomes an interactive experience that allows her to determine her own destiny. The motorcycle functions as a shared vehicle that requires dedicated time and effort. Riders need to cultivate a strong bond with their motorcycle, as this relationship improves their ability to navigate challenges and survive on the road. Her example invites viewers to reconsider the traditional image of a traveler. Noraly shows that adventure requires both bravery and practical skills, which explorers need to develop throughout their journeys. The combination of courage and competence leads many to start their motorcycling and solo travel journeys. Her bike maintenance activities serve as a demonstration of her ability to direct her life journey and personal storytelling. Noraly uses YouTube and merchandise sales to finance her travels, which allows her to maintain complete control over her life. Her financial and creative independence empowers her to achieve her objective of independence while presenting a path that does not require her to conform to societal norms. Having built this foundation of capability, she continues to push the limits of where her motorcycle and her courage can take her, inspiring millions watching from home to do the same. Inspiring a new generation, Noraly Schoenmaker's journey as Itchy Boots has grown far beyond her own adventures. She has become a beacon of inspiration for countless people worldwide. Her story resonates deeply with those who dream of stepping outside comfort zones, particularly women who see her as proof that solo exploration is possible, even in spaces traditionally dominated by men. Through her videos, she encourages viewers to believe in their own strength and pursue passions that challenge societal expectations. Her impact lies not only in her travels, but also in how she shares them, honestly, openly, and without sugarcoating the difficulties. Noraly's raw moments of struggle and triumph humanize adventure, making her content accessible to beginners and seasoned explorers alike. This transparency fosters a genuine connection with her audience, breaking down myths about solo travel and empowering others to try it for themselves. The educational elements of her channel also play a significant role in inspiring new riders. By demonstrating mechanical skills and problem-solving in real-world conditions, she equips viewers with practical knowledge that boosts confidence and independence. This hands-on learning inspires many to pick up motorcycling or embark on similar journeys, proving that preparation and perseverance are key to overcoming obstacles. The motorcycle and travel communities recognize Noraly as their role model who leads through her work. Her partnerships with industry brands remain true to her independent spirit because she maintains her authentic self throughout her business relationships. The balance between personal values and professional development demonstrates that both elements can exist together, which motivates others to create their individual success paths. She also challenges pervasive stereotypes around gender and adventure. Noraly proves her road competence by exceeding limits, which disproves doubts about her driving abilities. Her experiences invite society to rethink outdated perceptions and embrace a more inclusive vision of what adventure means. The cultural transformation creates new opportunities for diverse travelers who will come after this generation. Noraly establishes a community that leads people to develop their natural curiosity, their ability to overcome challenges, and their capacity to show respect. The audience unites with each other through their common values, which they use to support one another. Her channel develops into a team effort, which enables all participants to achieve their goals through shared work. The deep impact of her legacy extends beyond the boundaries of motorcycling. Noraly's journey shows how people can find their true selves by learning to face their fears and their need for independence. Noraly's story as Itchy Boots uncovers both the excitement and the hardships of solo female motorcycle travel. It's a powerful testament to the courage, skill, and resilience needed to overcome the unforeseen challenges of the road. If her journey resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories that push limits and celebrate the spirit of adventure. And stick around to watch the next video on the screen, where even more inspiring tales of exploration await.